Hey, if you know me, you know I'm kind of a thinker. I can't shut it off. And I've been thinking lately about viruses and whatnot. And I was looking into the Spanish influenza. And it's interesting because they say that on the same date the Spanish influenza started, the same thing happened in China. Opposite side of the planet. So people question how could that be possible. And there's a theory out there that, this is out there, for those of you who've never heard this idea before, is that possibly it could have been brought by meteorites. So bear with me on this. How do you explain that? What does that mean? Well, what it means is that life exists in space. We know that this is true now. Science has proved it, and looking at meteorites we're finding today on the planet that have been here for a long time, they're actually finding the building blocks of life in those meteors. Proteins, amino acids, even water. And there's the theory is called Panspermia, that the planet was seeded with life because it was bombarded by meteorites and comets coming by and everything else. Interestingly, twice a year our planet goes through this area in space where we see all these meteor showers in the fall and in the spring. All the time, constantly happening. I didn't know that. You know, I always see it on the news or social media. Hey, look at the meteor showers. But I don't pay attention to what time of the year it is. But like clockwork, twice a year, we go through these areas. So, you following me here? Panspermia is a legit theory. It's backed up by science. Well, as I'm making this video, meteors are bombarding the planet. Tiny ones. A lot of them break up in the atmosphere before they hit. A lot of them are so small we don't know about them. But it's happening right now. Potentially, every one of them could be bringing some sort of life form with it, including viruses. You know, so my tinfoil hat theory is what if that's where a lot of our viruses come from, but the powers that be don't want us to know that. Why? Why wouldn't they want us to know that? Well, because people freak the fuck out, man. I'm in LA, and this coronavirus thing has created a shitstorm. You know? I mean, seriously. A shitstorm. It's kind of funny to put it that way, because you can't find any goddamn toilet paper anywhere. I mean, people are going crazy. I almost got in a fight with a guy yesterday in front of a store. I just went in to check it out. I prep. So I've got a shit ton of toilet paper already. And I'm good on water and food. I can live in my apartment for 3 months. I'm okay. I'm always set up that way. You should be too. But, you know, this virus thing, it's interesting to me. I mean, it would kind of explain why China is getting upset and being defensive. You know, because they got to play along too. I don't know. If you go down the rabbit hole on it, this coronavirus thing, they're saying, well, it's because Chinese people are eating all these kooky animals. I don't know. Humans have been eating all kinds of kooky shit forever. Forever. Maybe it was some experimental thing that escaped. Bioweapon. Whatever, man. I'm not going to have that discussion with anybody because we don't really know. Nobody's ever going to really know. I'm just putting forth another theory, an idea. And the thing about that is, this Panspermia thing, it's never going to stop happening. It's happening right now. So it really makes your brain explode with the thoughts and possibilities. And if you're a fearful type of person, you could really be freaked out by it. You just have to calm yourself down and realize it's always happened. And there's been a lot of pandemics throughout time that have wiped out up to millions of people at a time. And it's never going to stop happening. And I'm just saying, maybe it's coming from space, you know. I don't know. Maybe that spraying that you see in the sky sometimes. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's going to go there. Yeah, I shot a video, posted on Instagram the other day, and you know, crisscross lines all directions. And I watch the sky all the time. I'm a sky watcher. And I know what the normal flight paths are. I can see the flight path going in and out of LAX every day. Never stops. I've Googled. I've looked at airports, and I've mapped out flight paths. I've looked at it, and planes fly in a straight line, point A to point B. They don't crisscross in all directions, and you can't shut a contrail off. You can't turn it on and off. and there's no reason for planes to be crisscrossing each other at the same time. That's actually kind of dangerous. And jet fuel is kind of expensive, right? So why they wouldn't be joyriding around in all these directions. And then you see it for a day or 2 days or a week, but then it stops completely. No planes flying at all in all these crisscrossing patterns. So you got to ask yourself, did they cancel all the flights? No, they didn't cancel the flights. They just stopped that shit. And an actual contrail is something that you can see it when it's real. It's actually pretty rare. I've had friends who are in the industry. I had a friend who spent more time in the air than on the ground in the Navy, flying jets all around the world with supplies. And he said to me one day, he said, Mike, contrails are really rare. He said he only ever seen it once in his aircraft. But when you see them and it's real, it's usually like a little trail that is about maybe 3 to 4 times the length of the plane, and it dissipates quickly. These things that they're putting up there. There's times when, if it wasn't for the spraying, there'd be no clouds in the sky whatsoever. It's fake clouds, you know? And people talk about seeding for rain, and we're having a lot of rain right now. Well, cloud seeding only works if there's already clouds in the sky that are capable of producing rain. They can seed that cloud, and then it rains almost instantly. You can't spray an area in hopes that the next day it's going to rain. It doesn't work that way. That shit's gone already. And I'm only bringing this up because I'm just trying to work all this out in my mind. All right? This is my own thinking. I'm not reading this anywhere. I'm just thinking. What if the spraying is actually up there to help us in a way, but they don't want to tell us that? That could be hurting us at the same time, because according to what people are finding when they study, they're finding these high concentrations of particulate metals in the atmosphere that we're breathing in. It's in our water and everything else. But what if those things actually also are killing off viruses? Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm right about this. I'm just throwing it out there for you to think about. I mean, what if they know when there's certain meteor showers or events that are happening and hitting certain parts of the earth, and maybe that's why they're spraying in those areas, because maybe they understand where this material's coming from, what part of space, and what it could potentially be bringing to us that could be harmful to us. They wouldn't want to tell us about that. They wouldn't, because people are fucking stupid. And they get scared easy and they panic. Again, LA is crazy right now. I'm sure it's happening in most major cities. It's insane. So, on another note, it's kind of interesting. People have been making these videos. There's some guy going around parking lots, and he's offering you like a chocolate chip cookie if you show him your ass. And, I mean, it's disgusting, you know, and I don't know. I just don't see the point in that. I think it's just crazy. So, to each their own, I guess. Have a good day. Be nice to each other. Don't panic. Everything's going to be okay. No one gets out alive. Just get used to that idea. Always be prepared. When this blows over, have enough food and water and toilet paper to last you a few months. Bye.